I don't think we need black film per se. I think we need our experiences represented. And it's a similar question about black history. It's a similar question about black anything. We are integral to this country. It's not just like there's America and then there's some black stuff. There is no America without the black stuff, first of all. So it really is American film. And I would kind of hope people to use that language when talking about some of this. Don't think of it as some other thing. It's the core, essential thing. Like our experience here helped America be more what it's supposed to be. America claimed freedom and had slaves. That was kind of hypocritical. We're not free. All right, we're not really America then. So we help that, and I think we can do things like that for all sorts of other aspects of this country, culturally, through film, etc. In terms of popular releases, doesn't seem to be much of a state of black film right now. And everything I keep hearing is all comes back to Tyler Perry. And it's like, well, Tyler Perry did this, and Tyler Perry did that, and he's a great businessman, and he's employing black people, and he's doing this, and he's doing that. And someone asked me after the book came out, what did I think of Tyler Perry? I took a little bit of a dig at him in the book and said he's only made one film. Because the plot lines are pretty repetitive, and the themes are certainly quite repetitive and sort of in your face. But I did an exercise with Tyler Perry specifically because I didn't want to just judge it based on what my friends were saying. I watched most of his movies before I opened my mouth. It's a little something I call research, and I like to do it sometimes before I express an opinion. Not all the time. Sometimes I just don't care, and I'll mouth off ignorantly. In this case, I didn't want to do that. So I watched these movies, and I realized, okay, they're not as horrible and simple as I had feared. They're not as good as I would like. And what I respected about the movies is that he addresses pain and dysfunction and horror in a head-on way. He doesn't pull punches. These are harsh movies, and he deals with all kinds of painful subjects I don't think a lot of people have the courage to do. So I respect him for that. He talks about intergenerational strife within the black community. I respect that. What I have problems with is that they're just so simple. They're so heavy-handed. There's no subtext. There's no nuance. There's like the extreme black woman who just wants money, and she's literally grabbing money from the brother down the street. And there's a light-skinned brother. He does this and this. It's like, yo, can we get a little real personality here? Like, I don't know those archetypes. I know all kinds of black people, but those are so extreme. And in the end, Jesus saves everybody. Like, that's it. It's like always wrapped up in a bow in a church ceremony. So the storyteller in me gets a little frustrated at how simple some of those stories seem to be. But I also do have to respect the emotion and the dark places he's willing to go, even as I criticize him for that. So what I hope for black film and for all film, but especially black film, as we get into this new model of content and media where we can find new ways to fund projects through crowdsourcing, through sponsorship, where we can release films in whole new venues. Netflix is doing this. Hulu's doing that. YouTube's now investing in content. Where we can propose our own audience and create our own community through Vimeo and other services, that we rely less on permission from someone else to give us the right and the authority to tell our own stories, that we find ways, which we always have, especially as black people, to tell our stories in all the beauty and vary and realness that blackness entails. My name is Baratunde Thurston. I'm the author of How to Be Black, and you're watching Real Black.